what's good? We back. We back like we left something, man. Another episode, Neighborhood CEOs. I'm John. I got my guys in here, Al and Raymar. Fellas, what's happening?
What up? What up? What up?
It's good, bro.
All right. Hey, y'all boys good, man. Shit, we at war out here, man. Y'all boys ready? Y'all straight?
Yeah, whoa, man. It's some
Yeah,
real
yeah.
deal out here, man.
What,
I'm about
Gotta
to.
stay ready.
what's the joint? What's the war going on outside? What's that? Who said that? Old
Mob
man in
Deep,
space,
man.
that's Mob D, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Prodigy. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, all right. Yeah,
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 man.
yeah.
Shit.
Rest in power. Rest in power. Yeah. Nah,
Shit.
bro. I'm nervous though, man. I'm a little nervous, man.
Yeah, I don't really,
I'm about to go in the sky, bro. I'm a little nervous though, man. I'm about to go in the sky, man.
man. But you ain't going to Mexico though, so you might be straight, man. But I
Yeah,
don't know though.
it's
You
close.
right.
It's close enough. That's where they all go. They all run over to Panama.
Yeah,
Like listen, when they in trouble, that's where they run to. But nah, man, I guess just all in all, man, it's just scary hours, man, scary times. It's just different out here now.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I don't really. Hey, man, I try not to watch it, man. I try not to follow it, but then
Nah,
you
that's
gotta
right.
follow it too, man, because you know what I'm saying. You don't want to. Ain't nothing you can do. You know what I'm saying. It ain't. Hopefully, we ain't having no 9/11 type of situations or shit like that, man. But yeah, I try to stay away from it, man, as best as I can. I want to hear about it, but I just don't want to see it. Like somebody tell me,
Hmm.
that's the stuff that I'd rather hear. Like somebody just tell me about it, I'd be like, okay, long as it ain't too close, or it's on us, but it ain't on us. But yeah, man, we gotta. Hey, the people, it's bad 'cause we live here too, but the people getting what they want, man. They wanted that guy in here, man, and he in here playing a video game with us, man, with our
Yeah.
livelihood, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking about that too, like what you were kind of saying, like, how it's just put in front of our face so much, man. And
Mhm.
you can think about maybe like the conflict in Afghanistan or either further back, like to Desert Storm. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it was at that magnitude too,
Mhm.
but we didn't have social media and those things back then to be able to know like what's really going on. So it does kind of psych you out being able to scroll through and you seeing all this stuff every day, like what's going on. And
Yeah.
I mean, it can be a little traumatizing. So I try to, not look at it and try to keep it out of my algorithm too, man.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And what's the saying? You got to mind your mind.
Hmm.
And if you don't, right, it's going to put you in survival mode, and it's kind of like when COVID hit. It was like, well, this shit about to wrap up. Let me just go ahead and do whatever,
Yeah.
or just kind of be super cautious about everything. And it's just a tough time to be in. And you look at our generation, we've experienced a lot.
Yeah.
When you think about the world and you think about just not also a lot with little kids too, having to explain and have those conversations with them about what's going on in the world, and just also thinking about survival with kids and small kids. It's tough, man. As a child yourself, maybe doing 9/11, right? I can remember that like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
We was like high
And
school then though.
high school,
Yeah.
but like hella scary though, because like, what's this? Because that's really our first experience with war, right? Like, what does this really mean? But then you fast forward to having kids and to have a similar experience, just more or less seeing what's happening or what could happen. It is definitely a different feeling from this side.
I seen somebody put a meme up. It was like the kids in 2055, these are going to be the toughest government questions on their tests
Hmm.
when they're in high school
That's
from
real,
these years. So like you
bro.
think about it, it's like nah, for real.
That's real talk, man. 2055, they gonna have a whole lot to shift through.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, yeah, a lot of history, man. One president, two terms, or two different, you know, separate terms over 8-year period. It is a lot, man.
I hope they erase that, man. I don't want them to erase history, but I wouldn't mind if they shut all this little part right here. Hope they just take these out, rip the pages out the books for these times, man. Because this shit right here ain't worth. Think about like our kids, man. They don't need to hear about this, man. I'm talking about like the presidential stuff, like the files and all that. I wouldn't be mad if like we just skip over that. You know what I'm saying? I know they're going to teach the history they want to teach, but really, what does that get you to learn about like Trump and the fixed election and like that ain't important information that I think
Oh,
kids want at that point in
mhm.
time. Like to know that's different than knowing slavery or than knowing about like civil rights and like what you were saying about how we had it I was about to say we got it the worst, except for that part. We seen the
Mhm.
most, not the worst. We seen the most as our generation, the
Yeah.
most like different types of like happenings. Except for that's the one part that I can say like we ain't got there. Like we free. Like we don't gotta go.
Oh yeah,
We don't
yeah.
gotta go to no separate restaurant. So other than that though, like the most variety of like stuff in your lifetime, we might have seen the wildest stuff, man. Because we was younger. We like we said, we wasn't like our parents wasn't talking to us about no news. Like whatever was
Mm-mm.
going on, I don't remember. Like I might have walked by the news
Mhm.
on. It wasn't nowhere for me to look. I ain't had no iPad or no social media to go and check it out and like be able to ask my mom like, who is Trump or who is Bush or nothing like that. I ain't even care. Like I didn't care to know it. They wasn't putting me in on it. But now, so your kids be knowing, what's happening out here, man.
Yeah.
Stuff, man. You can't
Mhm.
stop it. It
But
ain't
shit's
nothing you
wicked.
Can't.
can do.
Nah, but it's wicked, man. Like we experienced mass shootings. Like
Mass shootings, dog.
mass.
COVID,
That's COVID.
several mass shootings, and
Yeah.
we had the joint. What's the? I don't know how old we was. Like the Unabomber, like bombings.
Yeah.
Bro,
The Oklahoma City bomb.
bro, I
Yeah.
was just about
Yeah.
to say that. Like, that's my first memory of that shit.
Yeah,
Bro, that shit spooked me out,
but you
man,
didn't
at a
see it
young
though.
age.
But you didn't see it. You didn't have your phone. You didn't have
Yeah.
nothing to be like every day.
You
They
see, you
showing.
just see,
Yeah,
yeah.
you didn't see
They
it.
just
So you
had that
really
sketch, that sketch of my man on TV. That
nah,
sketch you saw all the time.
nah, man.
The DC snipers, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, you think
Columbine,
about
Columbine.
Columbine. Man, you think about these events, man, and you like, it's wild. And then we on this side, you get to see, bro, the Epstein files. Who would have thought, right? Like
Yeah.
some sicko shit that comes out and publicizes all these figureheads, and then nothing happens,
Yep. And they
right?
empower. And they the
And they
they
empower.
run the world.
Ooh, they run the
The
world.
world is freaks, man. They freaks,
Yeah.
man.
And but then you look at the other side of this: R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, Diddy, right?
Yep.
These guys are black men that were billionaires or very wealthy, very successful, and then minimized to essentially nothing.
Right.
Crazy.
Made examples of publicly.
Made it publicly, and you had the Clintons. They had the disposition, and they just walking out the room. I ain't got time for this. Yeah, It's like, wow, that's wicked. It's wicked, man. It's scary times, when when the powers that be is letting you know that we can do what we do and nothing can happen. Y'all can't touch us.
I like,
man.
I like. I don't like it, but that's why when people say like we got a long way to go, that's how you really know. Like we probably got like hundreds of years, yo, until like if then until you won't like we'll be like wherever you want to call equal or whatever you want to call like equal playing or the world can be like actually how what they say Martin Luther King said it's supposed to be. It's hundreds of years away from that, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean,
That's
when
it.
because
Yeah,
when you gonna have it might not never happen, bro. Because that's what
yeah.
I feel like, man. It could be like it's almost like a simulation, man. Because when is it in 100 more years? Is it going to be like every other president is black, or every other president is a female, or you know what I'm saying? When it might not never happen, bro.
Maybe one every 100 years.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm talking about. So you don't even the
Yeah,
world might be
that's-
this joint might be blown up by the time before they actually let us
Yeah.
like to where we really like in there like that, man. As far as
Imagine how Barack Obama may be portrayed in a history book 100 years from now.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine that? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
what will he look like? You
Yeah.
know, like,
And they'll find a
Yeah.
way. They'll find a way to make him scandalous. But
yeah,
we got a guy that's scandalous, like right in our face. That it's like, yeah, man, we could spin it to where really he was right, or we don't know where the stuff went. It got deleted. It got misplaced. Like Barack couldn't get away with none of this stuff, man. He couldn't get away with
No, not at all. Not
none
at
of
all.
this stuff, dog. He couldn't. He
No.
couldn't. He couldn't put up no meme of his competitor or his rival in the campaign.
they
And
want him impeached.
nah, they'll get him out of there.
Yeah,
They'll get him
Yeah.
out of there, man.
Yeah. And just with some of the things that's being said, but every good story has a villain, and I do think there's something to that. Just the 8 years that Obama did, Trump comes in right after that. And it's like everything that Obama brought back into America, whether it's hope, equality, diversity, just that initiative of like we're progressing. then you have this villain comes in and says, "Nah, we're gonna make America great again." Like we need to get back to bigotry. We need to get back to racism, prejudice.
Yeah.
We need to be overt with it. So now you can ride. Man, I just rode up to Longwood this past weekend,
Flag flying.
bro, bro, like 300 feet in the air, huge flag in the sky, and it's like wow, like you're making it. You know what that represents, right? Regardless of it's the Confederate or whatever the case may be, it's your core values. But that sense of dominance that it's trying to provoke in people that we still hear, that we in the shadows, we in the that we still hear. KKK is still very relevant, but they just take the hood off,
Take the hood
and
off.
and because our president makes it appropriate and makes it okay to be, however you want to be.
Yeah.
So it's scary, man. It's like so. But to your point, John, earlier, you was like, "Hey, man, I'm glad we ain't experienced like segregation and Jim Crow, and you're right. But it's like a modern day Jim
It's different.
Crow.
Same,
It's
but it's different,
different.
bro.
Yeah,
It's different,
Yeah.
bro. They just gave us. We got some nice cars. We got some nice clothes. We can go eat with you. We can go eat with them. But you still, you go to your restaurant and you'll still get it. You
Oh,
go to a
facts.
Yeah,
restaurant. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? You'll get
Go
it.
to a self.
Yeah,
And you
you
look at the
still,
professionalism, like
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
honestly, like DEI really broke a lot of barriers for minority people of color, to be able to get positions, to be able to be recognized in certain places in the workplace. And this guy just comes in and he's like, nah, no more of that. Like, he so that is like in itself is another way of saying, all right, let's slap these chains back, these invisible chains back on.
Yep.
These, they're getting a little bit too ahead of themselves. So we can't allow that to happen because the most fearful thing for individuals in that seat is for us to see us unite. That's the most thing that they fear is to see us unite,
Yeah.
because when we start to figure out who we are, our power as one, it's going to be something, I can't explain it,
Yeah.
yeah.
so
Are you speaking on the human race as a whole?
I mean,
Unity or just just black
just us as
Americans?
black Americans, man.
Minorities too,
Yeah,
probably. Yeah,
yeah,
minorities too.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Us uniting, man,
Mm-hmm.
is definitely something that that they want to prevent, and you know, it's just it's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, we know, like, we ain't on Black History Month no more, man, but you know how, like, look like what we doing, like how far we, all us people came, man. And back then, man, they didn't even want us to, like, read, dog. They was trying to hide like, not even allow us to be educated. So look at, like, where we at, like, the HBCUs, wherever school you go to. It ain't got to be that, but I'm just saying how much progress we made, man. And the whole time, it's like they was trying to keep the foot on your neck
Despite the
the
oppression.
whole time, bro. The whole time, man. And like, um, it's wild, man. And just think, like, if it was equal, it'd be like how sports is, man. Man, ain't every sport, but you know what I'm saying. In sports, we got it, man. In fashion and entertainment, we got it. But I think it was the guy we had on here, Lionel, Chris Allen. He had something. They was talking about something. They was like, we got everything, we just don't own everything. But like
Mm-hmm.
everything moves off of us, like our interests, our like. If we like it, it's
That's
gone.
a good point. That's a good
Yeah, if
point.
you put it
They
on,
love
it's
it.
on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like kids, like
yeah,
our kids,
yeah.
like the young kids that we say like, man, they dressing kind of wild, but whatever they put on, whatever they into, they'll take it, and then they'll say like, We'll take that from you. We'll give you a little something if you're smart enough to demand something for your talent, but then we're gonna take that and we're gonna like 10x it, and then it's gonna be on what do you say, like Paris Fashion Week, or it's gonna be on in a Sprite commercial, and like so just the world, man. It's wild, man, and I don't know how we catch up to it, but that's the one thing. Like I be going to work, man. I be hating. I be sitting there sometimes like, damn, yo, this ain't it. Even when I ain't nobody even doing nothing to me, man, I just be thinking like sometimes, like when people got to work, like that's the one thing. Like if you can have, even if you don't got to make your business never gets to where you think it should, but you got to have something where you don't got to answer to nobody for, man. No matter if it's a side project, you painting, you cutting grass, you detailing, you making clothing, but you got to have something, man, that you can just for your mental, man. Because if you work now, some people got jobs, man. They great jobs, like they people treat them good, but still, like if you think about where you at and the ladder, who's above you, and how they really, how much they really getting from you, how much they compensating you for your time. Like, you spend most of your time at work, more of your time at work than you spend at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'd be getting mad. I'll get mad if I think about it too long about when I'm just thinking about like
Yeah.
how the cycle of how they got us, man. Monday through Friday, you wake up, you clock in, work till they tell you to go home. And
Yeah.
that's just like a job. Everybody, you gotta work. But as far as like the
Yeah.
world itself, man, we got like way too much flavor, and we don't be getting what we supposed to get from it, man.
Yeah, yeah. Then you got countries like out over in Spain and places like Greece where people going to work the first 2 to 3 hours out their day, and then everybody at 11 o'clock gets to go home from 11:30 to 3 o'clock and be with each other for that period of time and
Yeah,
go
That's
back to
it.
work
Yeah.
for an hour and then clock out. Because that's that sense of unity, sense of family,
yeah,
which
man.
has kind of been, because they want to keep that intact, but that's been stripping away from us. Like I'll take myself as example, man. When I was living in Louisa, driving up here, man, I was spending 8 hours at work, 3.5 hours in the car. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't got
Like
that many
that's
more left.
that's my life, man.
Yeah,
And I look back at it, it was just like, I was being a part of a cycle. And it definitely hampers some areas of your life that you don't want it to hamper, but that's that kind of mentality that we're put into, is like this is what you have to do
yeah,
to reach the American dream. But nah, it's not.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. I think I shared a little bit about this last time we talked, but to your point, like I mean, I think all these are great points. Like, I think there's this sense of independence that we all are after,
Mm-hmm.
and it drives us, right? It pushes us, and I think the thing that you do bump up against is like, all right, how does growth not feel heavier? How does growth not feel more intense, more like a burden versus like more freedom?
Mm.
And I feel like that's something that often happens is when we grow because of the avenues or the vehicles we're using to grow. Growth is more responsibility, more work.
Yep.
We're in the center. We're in the center, right, of it all.
Yeah.
And I'd be 100%. I'd be lying if I didn't acknowledge this. If I haven't asked myself, why am I doing this again? If I be real, I've
Yeah,
asked
yeah.
myself that as a business owner. Why am I doing this again? Because shit, I can clock in and clock out, make $90 an hour at somebody else's practice, and then all right, see 30 people a week, and I got to think about nothing else.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying too, because I'm like, damn, can I actually follow somebody else's rules and
Man.
because I feel like I know best what's for me, and that's how I felt when I was in the workforce full
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But where are y'all at when you think about production versus purpose? Like when you
What you
think
mean?
about all we do is focus on producing,
Yeah.
right? Producing, getting better, getting ahead, the ambition, right?
Yeah.
But then when you peel it back, how much of that is rooted in your purpose and rooted in actually, hey, the reasons why I signed up for this in the first place,
Yeah.
or my overall purpose in life, like what's going to keep me going once I don't have no more in the tank, or I have that discouraging moment because whatever reason.
Hey, man, I don't know, man, because like once you start living, you start buying, you start accumulating stuff, you stuck, man. Like, cause how we gonna go back? Like, that's what I be
Good
telling.
point.
I'm gonna tell you, they got the joint at work right now, dog. You can take a buyout. And almost anybody, if you work there for a year or 25 years, they're giving you $150,000 to leave.
Mm.
So you got to tax it. So it's gonna be like, that's all they talking about. So they talking about like 105, 110 for you to just say, I'm leaving right now. I'm leaving early. So I was thinking like I'll be messing around. I come home, I was like, shit, I'm about to get that. I'm gonna get that 100. That one.
Oh, back up a second. So you could be there for 1 year and you can qualify for that.
Yeah, I mean you gotta apply for it, but pretty much the people in the middle, I mean at the beginning of their career and at the end is the ones that they probably want to leave. Because if you at the end, we get you out of here because you done made too much, you got too much, you know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
keep growing every year. You're growing
yeah, yeah.
financially.
So yeah, so every year, so then if you just started, like we'll get you out of here because we don't want you to make 30 more years or whatever. So the people that's like kind of valuable is like in the middle because but whatever. So you can get it though. Like pretty much if you want it, you could get it. And then like whatever you accumulated, like say somebody, it's like a rock, it ain't really good unless you at the end or unless you at the beginning. So if you just started, who cares? If you about to leave,
Yeah.
you about to leave anyway. But anyway, I was thinking like, I'm gonna take that joint, man. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna do this, but you can't do it, dog, because like you said, man, that your job keeps your lights on, but your purpose, you gotta start it. You gotta get into it before eventually it might be able to keep your lights on. So you got like Brett
Yeah.
was talking about, he was spending 14 hours, 11 hours in the car to keep the lights on. So what was he gonna do with his purpose? Whatever he was passionate about, he couldn't do it
Couldn't
because
do it,
either the kids gonna be lacking, your wife, you ain't gonna have a wife if you got one, you know what I'm saying? Or it was gonna be wild, man. So I don't know how to do it, man. That's what I'm struggling with right now is I can't balance it, man, because you can't go and say I'm just gonna go get a easier job where it's gonna pay me. I don't gotta work as much. Well, then everything I gotta lose it. You know what I'm saying? You got a debt
Yeah.
to pay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell my kids like, yeah, we ain't riding in that no more, man. We don't got that. They said, where's the such and such truck? Nah, we don't got that, dog. Or why we moving? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can't do nothing, man.
Yeah.
You got the answers,
But
man.
you got to readjust. Like you do have to. You're right. You make a great point. It's like your lifestyle catches up to you, to your, like those expenses is everything. And then you look at like, damn, like I'm obligated to this now. I'm obligated to that. But my money looked a lot different when I got that, or my situation. You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn, I'm stuck. I'm stuck now. Yep. So now you're right, bro.
You gotta get you gotta get. We all say what people say, like old people, young people. Shit, I need a blessing. What we say down in the country? Shit, I like to hit a number. I need
Hit a number. Hit a number, man.
So
I need that.
You got to get a blessing from somewhere of somebody for you to be like, all right, now I can lock into, you know what I'm saying, to what I'm doing, or you're just gonna keep doing what you've been doing, man. And that's why that's why I don't really fault people that ain't into that. Just like I don't think people should like they bash it like, nah, man, y'all trying to just go to work. I don't like that, but people that just like stay in their lane, go to work, I respect them, man, because it's hard, man. It's hard to like chase two things at the same time, man. Especially when you ain't a kid no more.
Like falling in your 40s is a lot different than falling in your 20s.
Yeah, man.
It's just tough.
You can't, dog. You can't do it.
You can't really afford it.
Many people depend
Can't
on
afford
you
it.
to do it at that time, man.
Yeah. And like you were saying earlier, John, like you gotta find something, right? We all have a purpose. Every individual has a specific purpose in their life that they are able to find abundance in some sort of way. And kind of like Nip says, man, you got to find your purpose, or you wasting air. So it's up to us as individuals to be able to kind of break free from whatever mental chain or whatever cycle, to be able to step outside of yourself and really seek and find that purpose, because that's really what's going to bring the abundance into your life.
Yeah.
In every aspect, whether it's monetary, whether it's spiritually, whether it's relationship wise.
Yeah.
It's going to cover a multitude of things, but you got to be able to seek and find that so you can reach that plateau of being able to say, I found my purpose and I'm okay with everything else, because whatever that purpose is, you're feeding into it and it's growing, you're watering it, and whatever fruit is being produced from that, it's feeding everything else around you. So I think it's just, it's up to us to find that purpose too, so we can be able to live in it.
Yeah. But look, all I'm saying is we might already know what it is. Like I feel like I could say all three of us like if I guess like three different things, I could guess like what all of us would like to be doing if we could. Like if money wasn't the issue, we'll be doing this, or something like that. Be like, oh yeah, I probably would, you know, whatever it is, like something you be like, yeah, I might well get into that if I didn't have to worry about bills. But the thing is, what you only got 24 hours, man. You know what I mean? So now I think really, I don't think I maximize mine all the time, but I use a whole lot of them motherfuckers though. I use a whole lot of them hours, dog. And I don't got too many like, you know what, damn, I ain't got shit to do right now. Like,
There's
some
always
things,
something to do.
some things is not as
It's
important.
all yeah, it's always something to do.
Yeah, some things ain't as important as I might think they are, or some things I might put my kids into 5 things. Like, yo, you could put them into 2 things, but I'm shorting them to chase my thing. So is that selfish, or is that the right thing to do, or is it like, yo, you 40, dog, like you should have been started already, or is it like, nah, I'm gonna cut y'all a little short. I'm gonna let y'all rock off with this because I gotta lock in on this, and it's gonna help everybody in the end, but I mean, you only got so much time, man. So like, you might know your purpose, but you can't maximize it, man, because there's so much going on, man. And I don't know if that's the world that make me think like that, or that's social media, that's my phone, that's people. You know what I
But
mean?
it's fact. But it's factual though. I
You
mean,
got
it's
24, dog. Like, so what?
yeah.
If you sit around and think about it, like, yo, what am I doing when I wake up to when I go to sleep? That I'm like, what ball hawk say? Where can I trim the fat? Like in my life, so that I can find time to, like, all right, this time right here, this is strictly for your purpose, your passion. You know what I mean? So, hey, I don't know, man. That's a lot of things I be thinking like, oh yeah, I would do this, but when it comes to that, I don't really got the answer, man. I just be trying to every day try to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Try to find time.
You know what it
But
is.
but you're trying to figure it out though.
Yeah,
You know
yeah, for
that's
sure, of course. Yeah,
you
of
you
course.
starting somewhere.
Yeah,
Like LL
Yeah.
says, you using what you
Someone.
have.
Yeah.
You know, and you starting somewhere. So
Start
you know that's
somewhere.
you further along with that mind state and mentality than
yeah,
not knowing. You know,
yeah.
so
And we said it
Yeah.
before too, man. We said it like a lot of now you see the reels, man. A lot of millionaire, they didn't get started until 55,
yeah.
61. And that's mostly like white people, but that's fact. That's the truth that we really ain't as far behind as we think we are. But I'm just saying, on the day to day, like, it's just I feel like I could be putting more time into stuff than what's your 9 to 5, or than just the regular, but hey,
But it's like this though. We had to take it back to our guy Kobe, right? You know, he looked at it like, I'm gonna get into the gym at
yep,
3. I'm gonna get an extra workout because I'm gonna get in the gym before everybody else. One extra workout. When
yep,
you work in a full time gig, you don't have that.
yep,
You don't have that extra
Yeah.
time to pour into your vision, your purpose, your passion, right?
yep,
And I would say this, even if you're working in your business and you're not the CEO of the business, it's the same thing.
yep,
Because you can't work on the business until you've done your job in the business.
mm-hmm,
Then on the back end, now you can be the CEO, you can grow it, you can strategize and what have you. So all in all, it is about your systems though. It's what systems you got in place that's gonna help you operate it at the top efficient level. Because if you don't have a system, a
yep,
routine, rituals, something for your mental, right? Something for your physical, something for just overall your emotional wellness, man, then you're gonna be like that leaf I talked about. I don't know if I talked about it here or not, but just being that leaf, man, like you just blowing when the wind blows. Yeah, you don't have no ground up under you.
that's the joint I was just talking about to you
Yeah,
earlier. Like, you ain't got nothing to hold
yeah.
on. You
Oh
ain't got
no,
nothing to
no,
hold you.
yeah, yeah, man. So, and I say that was the one thing I've learned the most by chasing my dreams is, hey man, you can get knocked down really quickly if you ain't really holding on to nothing, or nothing holding on to you. Because, bro, all it takes is a beef with the wife. All it takes is, let's say a inconvenience in the business. All it takes is something not going your way. That's like, your hands in the air. All right, F it. I'm gonna just doom stroll. I'm gonna go out all weekend. I'm gonna just try to forget it instead of, all right, let's lock in. We still lock. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the basics. So I think that's the biggest thing, man. It's like, even when you on that grind of taking it from side hustle to main hustle,
Yep,
it is a constant push
Yeah.
right? It's a constant push. And when I was in those spaces, all my decisions around my jobs, all my jobs was rooted in how can I get closer to the main thing I want to do. All right, and that's all it was. So if it was, shit, John, I probably would have took that 100,000 because I would have bet on my. I would be like, Nip, all money in, no money out. I'm gonna take that 100. All right, Nick, trust me, right? I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna take this 100. You know what I'm saying? You know, but that
I said it, but I ain't gonna say
yeah,
it.
no, but you got to plan for that. You just can't jump out the window. You got to look. All right, this is what we're gonna have to do differently. Financially, we're gonna have to cut the budget 30%. And you already hit it the game because you're like, man, I'm gonna tell these kids we can't do A, B, and C. Like you already know what's up. Hey, y'all may have to change up some things. Things may have to look different, and that is hard conversations to have.
Like, I thought about like I said, you know what? I said, you know what I could do? I'm riding around working. I was like, shit, I hit my brother. I said, what y'all got up there, man? What y'all got? Y'all got 75 up there for me, man, to assistant this. And I said, you know what? I said, what West doing, man? That's what they doing in Virginia State. I said, they ain't got nothing to, and I said, damn, Lana, I said, I ain't no mental health person. Lana they ain't got nothing to do up that joint. And I was thinking about all type. I was like, damn, how much I need, man? I was like, how much I need with that? That 100 really, I can't really count that because I'm about to take that with that.
That's cushion. That's you. I'm gonna pay the house off for the year. I'm gonna do whatever, right?
Away, or I'm gonna take it and put it into what I'm about to go do.
Yeah,
I was like, nah.
That too.
I was like, nah, we'll have to. So it used to like this was like they just had this joint, and they got you in the trick bag because they only give you like a month, like you got a month to get this joint.
A decision.
Yeah. So I never really was going to do it, but I definitely thought about like, damn, if I was a little further along, like say where I don't know where he's at for real, but say like where Julian at, or almost like where he was at with his business, or you know maybe where you was at, Lionel, 2-3 years ago with yours. Like I don't know, we don't know the number, but I'm just saying.
That's what you're saying though.
If I was in it a little bit more, well, whatever it would be, the trucks, juice, I would have been like, you know what? Or I'm closer to the end of your crib, you know. Hey, that's the main, that's the
main thing.
That's the
I can let everything else go.
That mortgage is a monster. You can't scrape that up if you ain't working nowhere. You ain't scraping that up.
But John, you said something. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm good.
I ain't got it. You got it, bro.
You said something like the beginning of the year. I think our first podcast. You were saying like, you know, the things that we may have to sacrifice for the kids. In certain instances, we may not be able to take this trip. You might not be able to get the J's this time. Well, you know, like we might not be able to go get crab legs today. You know, just those things. That oftentimes that we feel like, you know, we're shortchanging the kids in specific areas. However, you know, they're kids, and 2 years from now, when we're at the point that where we need to be or where we want it to be, they're not even going to remember that stuff. We may, you know, but they're not going to remember that stuff. So I think sometimes we may be a little too hard on ourselves when it comes to sacrificing certain and specific things. Now, you know, we all know we're not going to let our kids go without the necessity. But some of them, you know, the more so like the privileged things, like, you know, that we're used to, they're used to, just because we've been blessed to be able to give those things, like, you know, when we sacrifice those things, it's for a greater cause. So we just got to remember that too.
Yeah, and I really like, I'm joking when I say that, but I'm not. But I would say more like their lifestyle. They cool. If you tell a kid like, yo man, I can tell Mason right now, like, hey, we go to Secure once a week. Just say I go there. I'll go there twice a month. I say, hey man, we ain't gonna go for a while, man, because we working on something. We're gonna be up in a little bit. So he'll be like, all right, he'll help you out. He'll be like, all right, cool, like, oh, that's what's up. But I'm speaking more in the real terms. It's like schooling, private schooling, man, the activities. That's the stuff that I wouldn't want to take away from them. And it ain't about really how much it costs. It's about the time. Like the school, of course, that private school, that's a hell of a bill. But you know what I'm saying? I know that's like, you know, that's what it is, man. Like that's almost like, and that's something that people could get into about, is that really different? Like, of course, public school, private school, like, is it really a big difference? Some places it's a clear difference. But
Yeah.
sometimes some places, they got good public schools.
School,
Good public
yeah.
schools.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so, that's just your household thing. But yeah, I could definitely do it and explain that to them. But that's what I was saying more at the time, man, because those activities along with your job, man, you always gone, man. So you can't you're gonna be missing for a while. I think who told us that one time, like Broadus. He told us,
Mm-hmm.
he's like told his old lady, like his kids, like, hey, I ain't gonna be around for a minute. Like I gotta,
Mm-hmm.
like I gotta study, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And that's cool, man. But it's just when you can see it, when you can see that joint, it's easier to do that when you like the path, you like, yo, I know I can this gonna work, which we never really know something gonna work, but you know what I mean? But it's tough, man. That's what I'm saying. So people them stories you hear about when people was homeless, whether they all the way legit, or the story of people had to give up certain things, and then they all of a sudden they get up in 5-10 years. That's like real, man, because I can see it just in my thoughts, me thinking about different stuff, like how much you really do gotta like sacrifice, man, either time or money or whatever it is, man, if you trying to really like get up in life, man. And everybody, we
Mm-hmm.
all winning, but we know what we saying, man. We trying to get it like the big boys,
I'm
man.
trying to
And
Bro,
level up,
we don't
man.
need,
Yeah.
and I don't need $1 billion, but shit,
Yeah.
why I can't strive? I want to work. I
why
want to
not?
work towards it. You know what I'm
Gonna
saying?
land somewhere
Yeah,
near it, close
yeah,
to
yeah.
it.
But I
If you
will
can.
say that reel Bird was posted. You seen that reel on that where they was like 2026. Just the sound I want to hear was like the captain talk. You
Yeah,
seen
the
that reel on
airplane.
Instagram?
Yeah.
Nah,
You
I
about
ain't
to
see
hear it
that
tomorrow.
joint.
You about to hear it tomorrow
Yeah,
when
Yeah.
you
he said
land.
all 2026. That's what they want to hear. Is
Yeah.
that blah 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 blah? That joint like we were great
Yeah.
take off in a minute. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yo,
Yeah.
that's the goal right there, man. Once a month, what
Hmm.
you doing tomorrow? You should be able to want to do that once a month. Like this month, fellas, we going. Next month,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
fam going. Whether it's
Mm-hmm.
3-4 days, we're gonna miss school for a day. Ain't nothing better than that, man. And that's and you gotta grind for that, man.
Hmm.
It's that Jeezy song, Grind State. I'm in my grind state, and that's really what it is, man. It's like even I be honest, I don't even want to get out the grind and go.
Yeah.
That's how that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right before we started, you said like, "What should I bring my laptop?" You know what I'm saying?
bro, like that's where I'm at with it, bro. And it's like the last 2 months has been a constant grind, which I know I need to break, but it's like I feel guilty for unplugging and go have fun, and then it's like, damn, I got so much I got to do. You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, man. Like, all right, like we already got it planned. Go enjoy yourself and come back and let's lock back in. So that's where I'm at now. All right, come back. Now I'm locking back in,
Yeah.
and then it's like, all right, I want this year to really be a lock in, because it's like, all right, everything that and I'll say this too. I made a lot of mistakes early in business that I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I didn't know.
Yeah.
And so then it's like, all right, well, shoot, now I gotta backtrack, change, make it like I want to make it now. And so it's kind of like, it's like, y'all ever, in your cribs, right? Mounted your TV, set the room, like, damn, like after a year or two, like, fuck, this shit don't really look right. I don't really like it like this.
Yeah.
But then you got to take that TV down. And you take that TV down, ain't nothing but holes. It's probably also white where you couldn't paint because you had to mount up, whatever the case may be, right? So it's kind of like that now. It's like, I got to fix the wall. I got to buy new furniture. I got to, create the design right all over again. But it's fun in that. I think the creative piece of it, and I think what I've enjoyed the most about business is being a creator. I would love to create businesses and give them to people and make my money that way and keep it moving, right?
Who does that?
Yeah.
I think Shaq be doing that. What do they call that? What do they call that?
Like a consultant,
Nah,
like a
nah.
business
Or maybe,
consultant.
yeah, but it's like what you do is like you start up a startup, and that's what you do. You start stuff, and then you get it going, and then it's a term. I forgot.
Like
Oh
a
yeah,
I
I
forgot
know
what
what
it
you.
is, man. If I hear it,
that's all like an investor.
yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
word though. It's like it's
Okay.
some type of word for some term for it. Because they were saying Shaquille O'Neal does that a lot. Like either he'll put his name behind something. Maybe Jay-Z do that
The
too. I
the
heard it.
startup.
Yeah, like a startup something, startup
Yeah,
venture, something like that. But it's like
yeah. I
pretty
think
much,
Nas did that with the ring
yeah,
doorbell.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
kind of
that.
like that.
Either
Yeah.
he'll partner with somebody or they'll start up something. and then like you learn, you got the circle of wellness. Like you start that, you
Or
got
like a venture capitalist or something
that's
like
it.
that.
That's it right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
what you do. Pretty much you
Yep.
start stuff, if it's small, like boom, like that ain't really jump. Your joint ain't really jumping. Like say Bird, say I'm gonna say, all right, you got your showroom shine. You doing it, but you ain't got it like you wanted to do it. So I'm gonna buy it off you. I'm gonna get it jumping. That I'm gonna sell it to whatever for pretty
Hmm.
much like
Hmm.
you flipping businesses pretty much
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because of
Yeah.
your name, because of what you got in your mind, your knowledge of stuff. So you starting up small stuff, or you putting your name behind stuff that might be failing, and you know what I'm saying. You raising it
Yeah.
up, and then you just getting out of there. So you don't really got no you don't got no baby. You know what I'm saying? Like your
Right.
Yeah.
business, that's yours. You might not sell it for $10 million, but then in this world, in that world, it's like it's whatever. Like all I want to do is flip businesses, man, and then that's how you
Mm-hmm.
make the money. So, but yeah, I definitely that's what I be thinking too, man. Like I got like mad like ideas for stuff. I don't want to be day to day running it, but I could always think of like, what'd be good right here?
Mm-hmm.
We need a this around here. We need that around here. And
Yeah.
it'd be something like, yeah. And then you might see 4 or 5 years from now, somebody do it. But all
Yeah.
you did was, you thought about it. But yeah, I
Hmm.
Yeah.
definitely, I definitely, I feel you on that, man. Because I be having like a lot of like thoughts and ideas of stuff, and I done seen happen where I just said all I had was a thought, and then
Sure.
I ain't tell nobody, but somebody else must have had the same thought, but they put some action to it, and then
Yeah.
they made it happen, man. But
Yeah. Now, but what I would say this real quick. A business is like a new car. You know, it's great. You love it. First couple years, clean, right? No maintenance issues. Don't got to get no tires, no brakes. It's good.
yep,
All right, year 4, 5, 6. All right, we got to start replacing some things, right? All right, you got the brakes, you got to get tires, right? Whatever other mechanical issues are happening, and that's kind of what it is now. It's like if I can just lease that bad boy at the 3 year mark, you can have it back. I ain't got to worry about no repairs, no nothing.
yep,
That's ideally how I would want to move.
yep,
Because if you're not keeping up with the repairs,
yep,
right, then it's gonna be a headache. It's gonna be a headache. So you have to do a whole lot at once.
yep,
And I would say that's kind of where I'm at now. It's like I gotta do a whole lot at once. So it's like grind state is like, all right, let's get this thing how I want it. So, but nah, man, it's still beautiful, man. I wouldn't trade it. At the end of the day, I'm blessed, man, and I think that's the thing that I've really, as we talked before, just really kind of keep that perspective. I mean, all of us like being in a space where we can be afforded to have income coming in and still chase our vision, our dreams. And I also like have the motivation to do it because, like you spoke on earlier, a lot of people just want to do the 9 to 5 and just take it to the crib.
Yeah.
But to have even us doing this right now, like all of us have worked all day.
yep,
We done took care of kids. We did something with the kids when we came home. The families, right, did our part, our share in some way, or we got to do it when we get off, whatever, right? And it's like, hey, now we here, we build it now. We trying to, see if this is going to take and be a vehicle as well.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something, man?
yeah,
Netflix owes a deal. What up, though?
yeah,
But that'll be a beautiful thing too.
yeah,
You said it. You said it, man. The perspective piece. Like, is the glass empty or is it half empty or is it half full?
Yeah,
It's all about how
true.
you look at it, man. If you're feeling that your glass is half full, you're gonna have that motivation to continue to pour it to the brim. But if you're looking at it as it's half empty, then you might let it just stay right there, and that's as far as it goes. So you got to have that perspective and to be able to look at things from the bright side
Mm-hmm.
and to be motivated in regards to whatever you're doing.
That's a fact. That's a
yeah.
fact.
Hey, we hey, we damn near 45 minutes. We was talking about we gonna do 4 or 5 things.
Uh,
Hey, we didn't need nothing, man. We didn't
Hey,
need nothing.
man.
We didn't write nothing down, man.
Uh,
So we can wrap with that. Well, on there, tell me about what's that I don't even know how to
we
get it personal for a second, man. What's
yeah we call we
tell
call it
me, hey, brother.
we call hey man, I think on this show we I think we've shared a lot from our perspective around
Yeah.
I'll just be real intimacy, right?
Yeah,
And,
I think we did a
and
good job of blending though, man. We ain't never go
yeah,
too far one way or another, and we always
facts.
come back. Wherever we go, we'll come back to the middle, man.
Yeah. Now, Bird, he introduced this a while ago, right? And
Yeah.
we didn't really have the word for it.
You had a turn.
We didn't have the term for it, but he described it really well. Like, man, what I learned at home is when I'm folding clothes for you, when I'm putting the kids to bed, when I'm doing my part,
Yeah.
man, it opens up. It just
Open
helps a
doors.
lot. Opens the doors, right? Floodgates, right? And so, man, I was on the ground, like, man, this is like a cool video. I'm watching it. So the lady said chore play. I'm like, I had to rewind it back. She said chore play, chore-ography. Like, oh, let me see.
Chore-ography, yeah.
Chore-ography. I'm like, let me look into this a little bit deeper, man. And so now, what I took when I peeled back the layers, I'm like, oh, this is a thing. Like, this is real deal. Like,
Yeah.
when you can minimize a woman's uh, uh, stress, right?
Yeah.
Feelings of being overwhelmed, feelings of hey, whatever's on their list that they don't want to do, and you can be that person to take care of it.
Yeah.
It turns them on.
Yeah.
And so this was a thing. I'm like, man, I sent it to y'all. Like, hey, man, this shit is getting out of hand. Like, this is they didn't coin this thing.
Yeah.
And so what y'all feeling about that term, man? Chore play, man. What's up?
There go, man. He said he was the first one to be like, yo, I'm on that. So go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, man. So like I said, man, me coming into like a new age of dating, you know what I'm saying? Several years back, like one of the first things my wife asked me was like, "What are your love languages?" I'm like,
Mm.
"Love languages? What
Yo,
the
I'm
hell is
about
that?"
hey, hold on, Bert.
Like
I was about
love?
to ask y'all. I was like, yo, I thought that when we was out little before I came upstairs, we got on house like, yo, I was like, I can't actually, I'm not asking them that on here, but I was like, I wanted to figure out a way to be like, what's your thing? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that was the thing, but go ahead, man.
yeah. So she was like, "What are your love languages?" And like, this is when we are beginning dating stages, and I'm like, what the hell is that? I want to know
Mm-hmm.
love language. What does that mean? So I had to look into it,
Yeah,
and she told me, she was like, mine is acts of service.
yeah,
So
Mm.
I had to do my Google search on that. Acts of service, and short thing, man. Like I think when you were able to kind of lessen the burden in certain areas, and
yeah,
like whatever those specific things may be for your wife, for your partner, or significant other,
mhm,
I mean, it goes a long way. And I mean, that little clip. I mean, and I was looking through the comments too, man. So
Oh my
you know,
God, yeah.
girls run the world, man, and a lot of the women in the comments, they were vouching for it too. So I think it's a significant piece for like that portion,
yeah,
and just overall for us to be able to kind of take off some of the load, and if taking off some of the load gets you to a point to where you can see some fulfillment
some
from your
success,
end
some
as
success.
some success as a man. Then hey man, hey man, I'm taking that roadmap. I'm taking that
Yeah.
roadmap to get to the finish line every time, brothers.
Hey, you explained that so perfectly,
Hey, he
so
do that shit every
perfectly.
time,
Yeah,
Lauderdale. He do it every time, man.
yeah,
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 man.
man.
But
So
yeah, I'm with you, man. I think it's unfortunate though, man. It's not fair, but it's true. It ain't fair, man. Because
yeah.
I ain't,
I
because we
respect that.
ain't. I'm pretty sure ours ain't acts of service. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mine is not acts of service. Mine is what's the
that's
singer? What's the my man's name?
physical touch.
Hey, I already thought about it, man. I was like, man,
Mm.
if we get on this, I was like, what's the song? Case. Touch me and tease me, man. That's my song. You know what I'm saying? So that's
With the two step with it.
yeah, yeah. So I don't know I don't know I don't have this conversation with too many with no too many people anyway. Like no, but I'm pretty sure it ain't too many guys that's not theirs. Now maybe that's not your only one, but ain't too many guys
Right.
that's not theirs, man. But yeah, it's definitely it's a fact though, man. I'm gonna tell you one time, man. I got mad, man. I was cutting grass. When I first got my crib, I'm cool. I'm out there. I'm like, yeah, I like to get out there on the zero. And people tell me, "Oh, I like to see that." I'm like, "Shit, man, it's 100 degrees out here." So I knew then, like, okay, that's what it is. That's when I knew at that time, like, so they got to see you out here working like a slave, or you know what I'm saying, for the make them be like, But yeah, that's true though, man. I don't know where that come from or why that's like a thing, but yeah, you can't fight that one, man, because I think that's like almost universal, man. That
Hmm.
the more you can do or like you said, the lighter you make the load, the easier it is for you. Now, I would like to say that they should some kind of kind of work on that, because you shouldn't have to do that to be successful. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
But
facts.
but I understand. I understand why, because they do a lot of things. So when you do take that off, you know what I'm saying, that's a good thing. But I ain't in agreement with that all the time. But I'm with it though. I'm rolling with it. I don't fight it, man. I used to try to fight it, but you can't fight it no more, man. So you gotta roll with it, or hey, sleep mad, man. It's up to you.
And we all been there before too.
Yeah, yeah. You ain't gotta fold them clothes.
Yeah,
You don't
man.
gotta put them
Sleep
dishes
man.
away. Or you don't
Yeah.
gotta let me see, what else, man? Cut them lights off, or just whatever it is, man. Pick up those, whatever's on the floor, the socks, or the whatever it is, man. Hey, put the close the bags of chips, leave it open. You gotta do all that, man. So
Yeah, all those things, man.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's their world, man. We just in it, man. Or we like Tupac, man. I was given this world. I didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
hey, man.
that's kind of what it feels like. And
You can't do nothing
not
about it, bro. You
you
can't.
can't. You just gotta conform.
That's why normally on this time right here, normally I'll be like, nah, man, but I already know you can't do nothing, man.
But I be real. That shit ain't guaranteed though. That's the only thing I don't like
It's
about
not.
it.
It's not.
Oh
It's
yeah,
not.
I
It's
would.
not.
I ain't
Yeah.
want to say that,
Yeah.
because I be getting a little heat, man. I don't know. I get a little heat for my takes, man. So I was told I be a little too.
Got
I
them
was told
you got those Stephen A takes, man. You got them Stephen A
yeah,
takes,
yeah.
man.
So I was told that I'm a little bit like I'm making it like my house ain't running right. Like I ain't.
Ah,
I was like, all right, it's all good, man. I'm just talking, man. But
we just talk. It's entertainment, man. That's
yeah,
it.
We ain't asking nobody to take this clip, go clean up the whole crib tomorrow,
yeah,
and then come back at us and be like, "Hey, man, this advice y'all gave was wrong." Nah, don't do that.
nah,
Cause I be real, right? What they say, love isn't reciprocal, right? And it's
yeah.
mean with the Bible, right? It says love isn't
Oh yeah,
right, right.
I ain't
Like,
see that.
yeah, it's like basically it's saying like I'm not gonna do this thing,
Oh, for something.
right? For the
Yeah.
reciprocation of it in return,
And they know that too.
So
Right,
And I
right,
think
right,
they
right, right.
probably
you
be my
know,
problem sometimes. Sometimes they know, like,
oh, you up to
yeah,
something?
yeah, yeah. So I do it. I be slick. I get slick. Sometimes I can do it smooth, but a lot of times, like, people, they know.
You got to be consistent with it. You just got to do it
Yeah, yeah,
every day,
yeah, yeah.
every
That's
day.
it.
That's the
That's
Oh
thing.
it.
no, you know what I'm
But I
saying?
feel
It's
like I'm
like it's
getting
your
beat.
thing,
I feel like
yeah.
I'm getting beat. If I do it every day, I feel like you getting over on me though. If I'm getting so what's the, like, what I'm saying, what's the success? Like, I gotta run
What's the percentage on that thing,
yeah, I
right?
gotta run 10 sprints, 10 suicides before I get a layup, so I
You
get a
can't
good
you
layup.
can't bring it up. You can't bring it up though
Nah,
either.
I don't bring
Like,
it up. I don't bring
hey,
it up.
yeah, you can't. You
Nah.
can't
I mean,
bring it
I
up
will,
either.
I will, but I don't bring it up. But I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you, if you
yeah.
got kids though, that's kind of like a cheat code. If you got
Oh yeah.
kids, because I'd rather take care of the kids than go clean something or go so I'd rather, like, if they wilding or they getting on the nerve, I can handle them easy. Like, let's go somewhere, come back. We don't need no dinner. We already ate. We got baths, we got everything. We sleep. I can do that, but when it comes to all the household chores, that ain't really what I'm running. I ain't running to those, man. That's tough. That's tough for
Yeah.
me, man. I'd rather, like I said, I'd rather watch my kids for 48 hours straight than go fold some clothes, man, or what I'm saying, something like that, or but hey,
Yeah, and I feel you. I feel you. It's a tough balance. It is a tough balance. You got
yeah,
to
hard
find
knock
it, man.
life.
I mean, hey,
Hard
listen.
knock life,
I'll
bro.
be real. I'm still learning, brother. I'm still
Yeah.
learning. It's like, all right. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. 20 years in, still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Hey
Hey, but I
man, we
saw
gotta
something.
pull that up.
They sent me something the other
Yeah.
day. Wife sent me something, right? And I forgot what it
Uh-huh.
said, but it's like pretty much the grandson was with his grandfather. He was like, you and grandma was together for like 60 years. Like,
Mm.
how you do that? Or maybe it's vice versa, the woman or the man. And they was pretty much saying, like, well, like, it's not like it's pretty much like you got to learn. They're gonna change. Like, every year, 2 years, your partner, gonna change. So you got
Mm-hmm.
to learn how to love them differently, like,
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm.
throughout the time. And I was like, damn. So I ain't really respond, but I saw it, so I just gave it a thumbs up, like, that's what's up. But I thought it was real though. So that's like saying,
Yeah.
like, the same things you used to do when you was year one. You ain't doing that in year 7
Mm.
or 8 or 10. and the way you was, like, you know, you was into certain things, you was a certain way. You might have been not in shape in the beginning. Now you super in shape, and they not, or they not on that yet. So it's like different. You at different paces or spaces or in your life. You know, for y'all, even though y'all live in the same house, y'all ain't evolving or growing at the same rate. You know what I'm saying? Even though y'all live together, even though
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of like learn to like either you speed them up, bring them along with you, or you slow down so they can catch up with you, or you learn how to speed up to get up where they at, or y'all just gonna be, you know, that's how you just gonna be off track.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah,
together,
man.
but of course it ain't like to cause like a problem. But I'm just talking about like that connection.
Yeah. I feel
It's
you.
gonna
Yeah,
be, it's always gonna be off, man. If y'all can't learn to like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, Lionel ain't, you know, he this way now. He That's what he like. Oh, he, you know, he used to be into this, but yeah, man, it's hard. It's hard to be married, man.
it
No,
is.
it's, yeah,
Hard,
it's
it's
a full
hard,
time.
hard to
It's
do.
a job. It's a job, man.
It's like
And I,
real like work.
yeah,
It ain't
yeah,
like it ain't smooth. It's great, but it's not easy, man. It's not
It's not
easy,
easy.
especially if you really like ain't lying to yourself. Like if you just, you know, of course everybody,
mm-hmm.
you know, we got have great days and we all, you know, everything is wonderful, but I'm talking about like the real, like when you first got with your partner, if you want to get any of them type of connections, shit, you gotta do something, man, because we ain't the same, man. We get lazy, we get complacent. We don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, like the hardest thing I think to do is like to be like new. Cause you like it's the same, man. Like everything's the same. So it's hard to be like, you know what, damn, this week we always do such and such. Or whatever it is, man, you gotta be like, go out your way to kind of be like, do something different, to switch
Different.
something up.
Mhm.
If that's what
Mm-hmm.
you want, or it's just gonna be, you know, just like y'all just, you know, you're in the same space, but you ain't really that, you know, that connection ain't really like you see on Instagram, like no fake post they put on Instagram. You ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna,
Yeah,
it can be real, but you ain't gonna get it if you don't, you know what I'm saying, go out your way or put some type of like extra effort into it, man. It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta
You
be
win some,
intentional.
lose some.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to be intentional with it because only way you gonna just only way it's gonna work is like you gotta be intentional. All right, what? Oh, she like this. Let me grab this, or
Yeah.
let me get that one fly and put a little note on it. Right?
Yeah,
Like
man.
you
Yeah.
know.
And
But
that's
it's like
man. It's hard to do because like
you got
you already
yeah.
got them. Like I got them. You here. Like you ain't, it ain't, and then you know, like ain't nobody. You ain't going to say, well, damn, man. You know, such my wife ain't did this, man. I'm getting out of here. You ain't doing that. But in your mind, you're gonna be a little like you just be sitting around. You don't be purposely like, man, fuck this. But you just be sitting around. Everything just go. The kids do what they
Mm-hmm.
do. Y'all
Yeah.
just everything's like the same, man. Like a cyclical thing. So you got to like go out your way to switch it up, or you know,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they said, that's where that thing comes into that them acts of service. You gotta be like, you know, like now if you do it all the now, I don't know how the guy that does it all the time. I don't know I don't really want to be him because
nah.
you ain't getting rewarded for you if you the house clean every day, you cook every night. I don't know if that's gonna be you're gonna be that's what I'm
Nah,
looking
nah, nah,
for
nah, nah.
because
Unless you just like doing that, and I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
think,
yeah.
yeah,
But I'm
y'all,
talking
you know
about
what
if
I'm saying?
you looking for results, and you like, man, you know what this is what I'm doing, bro. I'm for the next 30 days, I'm making sure everything is legit. Well, I hope you're doing it because, like you said, because you like doing it. You're
Yeah,
gonna be mad as shit. You're gonna be sleeping on. You're gonna be sleeping as a motherfucker, man.
But I think what it's speaking to though, a lot of women want to live a soft life.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
don't think we speak on that enough. Is women don't admit to that. So a lot of women are in that independent bag space, but deep down, most women, I don't say most, I'm not gonna overgeneralize this, but they want a man to come in and take care of everything.
yeah.
However it's getting taken care of.
Without making them feel like it's like I'm taking care of everything. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, like some of us, if I'm taking care of everything, then I'm here, you here. Like that's how we treat it. That's how we treat. That's how some people.
Yeah, nah, but it's like a sense of like, boom, you taking care of me. I don't want for nothing. I
Yeah,
don't feel like there's this inequity or
yeah,
like what's yours is mine and mine. That type of mentality. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. You take it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
especially I feel like women are taking on a lot of be real like a lot of masculine roles, right? For
massive,
whatever
yeah,
for
yeah,
whatever
yeah,
reason, and and I think within that is like, are they doers now, right? And so within that doer space, right? It's like, they're tapping into more. It's like now we're necking everybody doing. Everybody, who's the socket and who's the plug at this point, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so
Who the hammer, who the nail, man? They said
you feel what I'm saying? Everybody doers now, and I understand. Like, all right, it's back in the day, women and men had definitive roles, and I'm happy things has changed, but I do think our lives has certainly evolved to that now. Two income households, right? Men rearing kids just as much as women rearing kids. Men helping with household chores. I'm gonna say help. I'm not gonna say just as much. I don't want to kill on here, but we contributing, right? Women contributing to being providers, having pride in being a provider. Like my wife and I, we butt heads all the time. Well, I'm providing for. I'm like, nigga, I'm doing providing too. Like, but I ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's like now we butting heads on who's providing. Versus who's taking care of other things. And so it's kind of like playing volleyball, basketball, anything, right? It's like everybody got their space on the floor. Everybody got their role. Everybody got a job to do. But if we got everybody, if everyone's doing the same job, some things are going to go unnoticed. Some things are going to fall through the cracks. And it comes to intimacy. And real quick, I'll say this, like, one thing I had to learn about intimacy is that it ain't just about intercourse,
No.
And so it's kind of like, how can we just look at you?
I try to.
You say try to hold that in.
You're right.
But look. But I say this, right? Like you gotta find those other moments of intimacy to open up. It's like think about any point in your earlier years, right? There was moments of intimacy before you got to the intercourse. You had to put the work in for most situations, right? So finding those levels of intimacy, man, you gotta I guess with chore play, you gotta have the foreplay, right? And so it's finding that balance, man. And foreplay can look different for every woman, man. And my wife be like, my foreplay doesn't just start when we in the room, when we getting started. My foreplay is all day long. How you talk to me, how you see what I'm saying? It's like how you engage me, right? So it's like this continuum, right? And so like the bar does keep moving for us. It keeps, and I think that's what's not being said. The bar, the rules, the expectations, ... Yeah. Right. Just for consistent intimacy or intercourse, but it's like, all right, are you open for the other forms of intimacy as well? Are you too tired for that? Are you know what I'm saying? So that's all in all, man. I think we need some women energy on here to have that conversation, because that'll be something real dope to kind of get into.
Yeah,
more.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's why I said at one time, and I was like, I wouldn't do that no more. I wouldn't go. I got in trouble for that too. Like, oh, you act like you ain't never like your marriage is bad. So if you get out of one, you ain't getting back in one. But I was like, no, that ain't it. But I'm just saying, all this stuff you talking about, I would never want to try to start this over again. Like if I was out of, I was never like it's like now it's fine. Like what you talking about, I'm like, because I do that. I do some of that. So I can tell myself like, yo, you need to. It's like you saying about basketball. Like I'm good. I got a good jumper, man. I need to work on my handle a little bit. I need to work on my passing, or I don't rebound that good. So I'm cool. Like I know, I understand. Like I'm not I might act like it at home. Like I don't even know what you're talking about, but I know. Like you know what you know. We know what you could do better. Like
Sure.
And they probably know too. But you know what you like. Like you a little lazy here or there, because that's just how it is. But I could never like be brand new and be like, I'm gonna start like this, like at my age and the way I'm living already. I got kids. I would never do that. So I couldn't do it, man. But
we call it the nuance, right? And every like a nuance is just something small,
so small,
and there's a little technicalities,
minute detail,
just some little technicalities that you got to get right to fix things and get it back on path. So at least we're not calling it something else that's even more difficult to get to that success point.
Yeah, yeah, man. All right, before we can get out of here, man. But I'm gonna tell you, this right here, this was a good, safe, productive, detailed, informative conversation here, man. So it shouldn't be no issues. Everything should be smooth,
Nah,
man. But yeah, man. But all that stuff, man, I like it. But all thing I'm gonna say is, I just like you said, Lana, reciprocation, man. That's it, man. And I don't, and like I said, reciprocation, man.
bro.
That's it, man.
Hey
And
man,
I
I
don't need,
feel you, man.
we don't need all that. We don't need all that stuff. But you know what I'm saying? If you know, that's all I be saying,
But
man. But
yeah,
it's
you know what though? What makes me feel better that I'm not in this fight alone. So and I think it's
just
not a
like last
personal.
time. Just like last time,
Yeah,
we know a guy.
yeah, we know a guy. We know a guy, and I shoot, and we probably know more than one. We keep having these conversations because when we put that video out, the comments went crazy.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
we,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So I already know
You wasn't
we
by
not by
yourself.
ourselves, and so it's not anything wrong with any of our marriages, anything. So we're gonna put that out there. But I think it's just when we talked, kind of going back to the beginning of the pod, like when we are in this space of grind state. We trying to get ahead. We busy kids, all the things, man. We not in a space in life where we can hire nannies or we can hire a full-time housemaid and they can take care of our responsibilities for us, which would be really nice.
Yeah. And you think
But
about it, and you right about
Yeah.
that would solve a lot of problems. But you know what? We're gonna get out of here. But you know what I would be mad about? Pay that motherfucking nanny and still. You know what I'm saying? I would be hey, that'd be bad,
Bruh,
man. That'd be an argument,
bruh.
man. Hey, but I wouldn't.
Oh nah.
I don't know because that ain't I don't have one. But I could see.
Nah, it'd be different, man.
I can foresee though. I can foresee, man. You know, you
hey,
cannot be tired with a nanny. Ain't no
No,
time.
you can't. You can't. Look, you got some explaining to do, right? Other than the headache, stomach hurt, back hurt, whatever, right?
Man.
But I say this, man. Anytime we without the kids,
Mhm.
that period
Yeah.
is different. It's a different vibe, and you can tell, like, not just on the intercourse piece, but
Yeah.
just in
It's
general,
peaceful.
like, all right, it's a calmness. It's not get the door, whatever, right? It's like it's a free mind. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's fact.
but all in all, but so I know, like, just those moments, like, all right, yeah, this is a different vibe right here. When them stressors, well, it's 1, 2, 3, or 4, right,
Yeah.
right. When they not in the way, man, you can create some magical, right? So,
You can get another one.
hey,
You create
John,
another
hey,
one.
John,
yeah.
hey, John, you talked about the nanny. That's why rich guys hire young nannies, man, for a reason.
Oh yeah. Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
They keep them sharp.
Not only to keep them sharp.
Nah, I don't know nothing about that. All right.
No, I'm telling you, that's why rich
Oh
guys
yeah, yeah.
hire
Nah,
young
hey,
nannies, man.
bro. Hey, no, I won't hire no nice one. Then I have me a one that ain't too easy on the eyes, man. I ain't gonna say the eyes are what shape.
I don't want them problems. I don't want them
No
problems.
way, man. Nah, that's TV. That's soap opera right there. We don't want no problems, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're right though. I thought you were saying they hire them to be like to make the other half be like, okay, like I'm gonna make sure this ain't. But nah, you ain't gonna bring too many of them type of joints in your crib like that. I don't know too many that's gonna go for that. Like one that come in there like that, that's gonna be. I don't even want to have that. I wouldn't want to have that conversation, man.
Yeah, man. That's just different levels, different devils.
Yeah, I might look into that though. I'm gonna look into. I
Yeah.
was talking about it a lot though. That nanny, man. I was talking about it like a couple of days a week, but like I said, man, we just talking about we trying to sacrifice, man. So I can't add. I ain't adding no more bills right
Yeah.
now, man.
Yeah,
Trying to lock in
Take your
right now.
time. That's it,
Yeah,
bro.
but yeah, man. Hey, we'll see where we end up after this one, man. Make sure everything gonna be straight though, man. This is we gave a well balanced,
Yeah. No hot takes.
yeah, well balanced dialogue though, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He ain't my guy. What do you say? It's good people on both sides. We get good arguments on both sides, man. So you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's dope, man. Yeah, L, man. Hey, when you roll, man, Hey, take it easy, man. You know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. Enjoy
Don't want
yourself,
no,
man.
don't want
Try to
no
be
Appreciate
safe.
stress,
it.
man. You
Yeah.
know, and be safe, brother. And
Yeah.
you know,
Appreciate y'all,
tell
man.
us how it is when you get back in the on the mainland, man. But
I got y'all, man. I definitely will, man. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, definitely. This was a dope pod tonight. I needed this, man, because it's been grind. It's been just constant grinding all week.
we was gonna talk about the kids and all. We keep them for next time, man. We
Yeah,
kept
yeah,
it
yeah.
going tonight, man. So
They not going nowhere.
nah, hell nah.
Nah.
Yep. Yeah, man. That's a wrap, man. Neighborhood CEOs, man. Y'all boys be easy, and we
Yes,
we get up
sir.
next time, man.
All right, y'all be blessed, man.
All right,
Peace.
All right. Peace.